Oh hey guys, it's your favorite human Alpha, the breezy of Lily. And as you all know, this is Alpha the Breezy's vlog. Today I'm live at Federal Palace Casino in Victoria Island, Lagos. And I'm here for a women's conference and backing on women health. So come with me, let's go into Federal Palace for this conference, guys. Let's go.
For the men. Thank you. Okay. Please, before we move officially into the next item on the agenda, question number 3. So we have more women, we have women between the ages of 25. To welcome someone who is a visionary leader transforming healthcare delivery in our health tracker. Our chief host today, the convener of Banking on Women Health Conference. Please welcome with me, Ifeoluwa Dare Johnson. Can you make the applause louder? Thank you.
Wow. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning. How are you feeling today? Excited?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm deeply honored, to be honest. I'm moved, actually, to this conference.
I'm honored to be here on behalf, virtually with you, on behalf of the Gates Foundation, to reaffirm our unwavering commitment to advancing women's health in Nigeria.
I met Ayo. Ayo, are you here? Lillian. No Ayo, no Lillian. What's the beautiful lady's name? Okay, alright, where are you? Okay, 1. Who else? Lillian, are you here? Okay, that's Lillian. 2. Who else? Pity for women and girls across Nigeria. Good morning. Where's the big energy in the room? Good morning. Today, a number of us will start to realize that this is a normal part of life. You're not stigma, you're not a taboo. You did not create yourself, it's how you're wired. And that we can have more men be open to having the conversations that they felt, uncomfortable with, which is why I'm very excited that we have men in our midst today. So again, a round of applause for the men in our midst. Thank you, because we know you take our message out there.
They then get access to care. And of course, some of it is that they might not be able to have access to care because they can't afford it, but a lot of it is because of the fear and the stigma at the moment that goes with it. And so that's our other job as women who on a Saturday morning have given our time to come to this conference. Our takeaways and the jobs that we have to do is that when we hear of our neighbor, our friend, our colleague at work who is battling with
God himself. If you know that he has impacted you, and you started drinking more water because of our photos, so let me see your hand. See your impact in the world. You're going to be free. Ella for her poetry performance.
Succeed in breaking themselves against you, smile because you are powerful, more powerful than the limits they tried to place on your strength. I mean, you bleed every time the moon changes, shedding what was once part and parcel of your being to make room for new life that may or may not ever be seen. Pray how? Tell me, how can you be anything but supreme? Though, woman, I know, sometimes it gets heavy. This silent war tugging on in a woman's body, smiling through symptoms, cloaking cramps in between conference calls, bearing pain like it is second nature, but this is not how it should be. They say it is normal. Without understanding, they say she is hormonal, as though heavy cycles, mood swings, and these earthquakes happening in a woman's body like the chaos caused by bleeding gapes is not enough. Like the searing no longer care for others more than you care for you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for having me today. It's my pleasure to speak to my favorite people, which are women, and a few men in the audience. And it's also my pleasure to speak on a topic that I find both deeply personal, but also intellectually quite stimulating. And, you know, as we think about ourselves as women, especially now, at this time, in this age, I think for most women, not for all women, but for most women, I think it's safe to say that a lot of us have been afforded choice. We now have
General examples. I mean, you see women who month in, month out, on account of severe pain, they are admitted in the hospital. How do you say that that is an exaggeration, or she's not doing her best at work? She cannot work because she's in severe pain, and until you give very strong pain medication. Why are you exaggerating? It's just small pain. You don't get the right to say that. Like when women are in labor and you know, this idea of deliver like the Hebrew woman, I think is total nonsense. If you want to have access to epidural analgesia or other,
it's an outdated narrative, but there's a narrative that, you know, women are delicate, they should be taken care of. And then at the same time, there's this narrative, but when you're in pain, shut up. So what I'm trying to understand is, why does that dichotomy exist?
Is effectively women should be treated delicately because they're just so fragile. But at the same time, women's issues and what they're going through should be silenced and should not be heard. It's almost like women have been historically serving the patriarchy and men's roles in society.
Women, as you know, we spend all our time looking after everybody else. So women in healthcare this year, we've had virtual talks to help us.
Live longer than men, but we don't talk about the years spent in pain.
The silent battles we fight every day.
Like the period pain that knocks us out for days every month.
Or the birth control meant to help us,
but instead, it messes up our ovaries.
No one wants us about fibroids,
PCOS, cysts,
or even menopause.
Conditions that make everyday life a struggle and the life-threatening process of giving birth.
And when we speak up, they dismiss our pain. They say we're exaggerating.
They say it's just uncomfortable, not painful.
They tell us it is all in our heads.
We're too dramatic.
We are too emotional.
So let's look at facts. 1 in 95 women in Nigeria won't survive childbirth.
80% of autoimmune diseases affect women.
6 in 10 women with endometriosis will never get diagnosed.
8 in 10 women with menopause symptoms will never get diagnosed.
Less than 2% of Black women are included in clinical trials, which means treatments were never tested for people like us
With bodies like ours.
How's that the fact?
Yes, we live longer, but at what cost?
Women are the backbone of families,
communities, and economies.
Women, we take care of everyone.
But it's time to take care of us.
It's time for real talk.
real solutions.
It's time to bank on women's health.
I'm also the director of a Center for Clinical Trials, Research and Implementation Science, which is a research and science institute. I remember being at a PTA for my daughter more than 20
Practitioner, and you're here in this room, please come on stage. You know, there's Dr. Moni here. Dr. Moni is a cardiologist. There are less than 500 cardiologists in this.
And I always say that if you want to choose a problem to have, better to choose cancer than heart disease. Let me tell you why. Because with cancer, there is a lump, there is a diagnosis, there is time. A doctor will tell you you have 2 years to live. But with heart disease, you can be fine in the morning and you can be dead in the afternoon.
61% of that decision is by their husbands or their partners. So when we talk about care as an engine to really support the health, closing the health gap, we're talking about giving women time back. A lot of women are suffering from what I call time poverty.
Sometimes people buy the plans that will cover things like headache, right? Or things like malaria, and they're expecting miracles from that plan. It's not going to happen. If you want something good, what are you going to do? You have to pay for it. So you have to be comfortable to pay for it. Another thing that you can also start doing is ask your employer that you are happy to pay out of pocket to get on the higher health insurance plan.
For the sky, breathe in, and we're going to breathe out. Just follow me. Take a deep breath. Inhale. I need to see that inhale and exhale. All right. Let's inhale, open your chest, and exhale, push your arms down. We do that again 3 more times.
Something you can remember: your birthdays. When you go for your birthdays,
So the State of Women's Health Report is basically our efforts to shine a light on the silent battles that women face every day and provide real data and real insights that can drive change.
Go, W. Because women are gathered today to discuss about wellness. O. Because this is an opportunity for us to champion change. M. Because this is a movement that cannot be stopped. A. Because as our individuals, we are using our platforms and our voices for advocacy. N. Because as we nurture others, we are also keen on nurturing ourselves from today onwards. And we say, woman. I think we
concerning women's health is like I'm at home, and I hope you have all learned something today. At least you have one takeaway. Now I'm happy to be moderating this panel. Questions is something that we always get when it comes to women's health, women's reproductive health, issues concerning.
We like to get things done, and we like to get it done well. Who flew in for me just for this event? You said, if I got you. What do you mean? So I want to say a big thank you to somewhere there. You know there's some men, they're just like, it's your moment, just shine. I'm not going to get into any of the pictures with you. I want to say thank you baby, I love you. Thank you so much for all that you do. They say marry well, and it's important. When you marry well, you have the freedom to just do, to go, knowing that there's love at home. Whatever you face outside, when you go home, there's love. So whichever one you find. So I say thank you to you. I reached out to Ollie just for one reason or the other. I thought, you know what? 4, 1, 2, 3, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, push it down. 1, 2, 3, face me. 1, 2,
Patsy. Don Julio. Nice. Don behind me. Right hand. To Medillo. Sing now. Please sing back there. God knows what we are saying. But it's okay. To the left. Hey. Forward.
We are ready. We got it.
Women, girls, we run this. Girl, you guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying here with me through this journey. I'm sure you enjoyed watching this video much as I enjoyed being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment for me under the comment section. It's your favorite human Alpha, the Breezy of Lily, and this is Alpha the Breezy's vlog.
Period.